Hello, friends. So, I'm Dr. Sona Kaushal. I'm an alumni MBBS from KGMU, Lucknow, and I did my clinical pathology. And then I did my medical biochemistry post graduation. And I have been teaching medical biochemistry to medical students roundabout for 2 decades, more than 2 decades. During my medical tenure in the hospital, in the laboratories, or in the college teaching students, I encountered and I was very much interested to know about the behavior of various people and also how what their reactions were, especially when under stress. Stress had an immense effect on the biochemistry of people. And biochemistry, as you know, is the deals with clinical medicine and science, and it's laboratory diagnosis of various endocrinal or other changes in the body, and emotional changes or blood changes in the body, dealing with various diseases. So stress had an immense effect in the biochemistry of blood of people. And stress always intrigued me because I found people in stress, and so many of them were in stress, always behaved rudely, irrationally, or they were very, irritable. And a lot of medical students and a lot of medical seniors were always under stress. So while I was teaching medical biochemistry, that was my job, that was my profession. I started taking up, human behavior and thinking. I started taking up psychology as a collateral interest, and I graduated in that. And I studied human behavior, parenting, student problems, teenage problems, and I realized that stress had a very, very immense effect on people, and it was leading to a lot of parenting issues, child behavior issues. It was leading to a lot of marital conflicts and so much of emotional distress with unprecedented consequences. Now, how do I manage? How do I cater to people in stress? How could I help them? That was my main thing which I wanted to work on. So I thought of taking up workshops. This was back in late 90s and early 2000s. So I went to offline workshops in numerous schools, colleges, and I spoke about stress management and how to be happy. And I counseled children and students and teachers and corporates and leaders and managers. And I tried to cause a ripple effect of happiness. Many people wanted to come to me for one-to-one counselings, and I was seeing them in the hospitals where I had my OPD. But then I realized that when people came for counseling, they were a bit hesitant to come to the hospitals. Now, let me get myself clear on this, that coming to a hospital for a consultation, for a checkup, for a physical illness, headache, body ache, other bone problems, asthmatic problems, GIT problems, is a whole different issue. You have to go and see your physician or your surgeon. You have to get yourself tested, operated, and then take your medicines. But coming for counselings, because you feel that you're hale and hearty physically, but still there is a lot of mental distress. So coming for a counseling or a therapy session to the hospital was a bit of stigma for these people. I found that. And also, it was not in their comfort zone, especially when parents brought their children to me for counselings to the hospitals where I was doing my OPDs, my counseling consultations. The children didn't build up a rapport very easily. They were a bit hesitant. There was this social anxiety because they were in the hospital and because they thought that many people were watching them. Also, they thought that many people would be hearing what they are saying, and they were not very comfortable. So I switched gears because every problem, I believe, has a solution. And as a neuropsychologist, I believe that it was my duty to provide solutions to such problems, which were again causing stress in my clients who were already stressed. So I switched from offline counseling, from one-to-one, face-to-face counselings to e-counselings or telecounselings. This is a magnificent change of technology or a gift from technology. By e-counseling, you can, from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your drawing room or your bedroom, you can talk to me and tell me what are your problems, what are your issues, what is distressing you, what are the emotions you are feeling, and I can give you solutions to them. You don't have to move out of your house. You don't have to be uncomfortable. You don't have to feel that people are watching you, or you don't have to travel to the hospital for a session and then come back again for the next session. So your traveling is saved, your money is saved, your distress is saved. You're in your comfort zone, and from home you can talk to me and tell me, and I will give you solutions by telecounseling or e-counseling. So now e-counseling is the technology of the day. Please take hold of it and please use it to the maximum, and come and discuss all your issues of stress, anxiety, depression, panic, fear, anger, road rage, children problems, parenting problems, OCDs, whatever psychological, emotional issues, or lack of resilience, or low self-esteem, or ego issues you have. Come and discuss with me on telecounseling. On my, I'll give you my number. It'll be in my bio, and you can call me, you can contact me, you can WhatsApp me, and have a session with me from the comfort of your zone, very comfortably, and we can go ahead with the counseling sessions. So this was my video, which I wanted to tell you the importance of e-counseling, or telecounseling as we call it, and what a marvelous effect it's having on the psychology of people, and how it's changing unhappiness to happiness and emotional illness to wellness in many people from the comfort of their zones. Signing off, Dr. Sona, a neuropsychologist, a doctor, and a child psychologist, a corporate trainer, and a happiness coach.